Okay, everything is done. Let me check the audio. Now it should be better. I'm already late. Jauraha Mahadova Jamihari Gopijana Vallama Vivaradhari Yashodanandana
Janarandana Bhaja Janarandana Yogananda Bhaja Janarandana Yamuna Tira Hari
Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om
Om
Namo
Namo
Bhagavate
Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om
Om Namo
Namo
Bhagavate
Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskritya
Narayanam
Narayanam
Namaskritya
Namaskritya
Vanarotamam
Naram
Naram
Chaiva
Chaiva
Narottamam
Narottamam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Devim
Devim
Saraswatim
Saraswatim
Vyasam
Vyasam
Jayamudhirai
Tato
Jayamudire
Jayamudire
Ashtapraisha Bhadreshu
Nashtaprayashu Bhadreshu
Nashtaprayashu
Yam Bhagavat Sevaya
Nityam
Nityam
Bhagavata
Bhagavata
Sevaya
Sevaya
Bhagavati Uttama Shloke
Bhagavati
Bhagavati Uttama
Uttama
Shloke
Shloke
Bhakti Naistiki.
Bhaktir
Bhakti
Bhavati
Nashti
Naishtaki.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Prabhuji.
Deva Uchuho
Deva Uchuhu
Evam Vidamo Bhagavan Pranarodham
Naivam
Naivam Vidamo Bhagavan Pranarodham
Chara Acharasya Akhila Sattva Naha
Characharasya Akhila Sattva
Dehi Tanno Vrijinad Vimoksham
Videhi
Videhi Tanno Vrajinat Vimoksham
Apta Vayam Tvam Sharanam Sharanyam.
Prapta
Praptavayam Tvam Sharanam Sharanyam.
Start. Gaurav. Okay, now others can do. You want to do?
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी दंड प्रणाम देवा उचुः नैवं विदामो भगवन् प्राणरोधम् चराचरस्य अखिल सत्त्वधाम्नः विदेहि तन्नो व्रजिनाद् विमोक्षम् प्राप्ता वयं त्वां शरणं शरण्यम् हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी दंड प्रणाम
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी देवाहुचु नैवं वेदामो भगवन् प्राणरोधं चराचरस्याखिल सत्त्वधाम्ना वेदैहि तन्नो वृजिने नार्तिमि मुख्यं प्राप्ता वयं तं शरणं शरण्यं हरे कृष्ण
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी देवाहुचुः नैवं विदामो भगवान् प्राणरोधं चराचरस्य अखिल सत्त्वधाम्नं विदेहि तन्नो वृजिनाद्यमोक्षं प्राप्तां वयं त्वा शरणं शरण्यं हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी देव ऊचुः नैवं विद्या भगवान्
प्राणरोधं चराचरस्य किलं श्रुत्वा
देव ऊचुः नैवं विदामो भगवान् प्राणरोधम् चराचरस्याखिल सत्त्वधाम्नः विदेहि तन्नो वृजिनाद्विमोक्षं प्राप्त वयं त्वां शरणं शरण्यम्
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी प्रणाम देवा ऊचुः नैवं विदामो भगवान् प्राणरोधं चरा अचरस्याखिल सत्त्वधाम्नः विदेहि तन्नो वृजिनात् विमोक्षं प्राप्ता वयं त्वां शरणं शरण्यम्
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु
हरे
जी
कृष्ण प्रभु जी
देवा उचुः नैवं विदामो भगवान् प्राणरोधं चराचरस्याखिल सत्त्वधाम्नः विदेहि तन्नो वृजिनाति मोक्षं प्राप्ता वयं त्वां शरणं शरण्यं हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी देवा ऊचुः नैवं विदामो भगवान् प्राणरोधं चराचरस्य अखिल सत्त्वधाम्नं विदेहि तन्नो वृजिनां द्विमोक्षं प्राप्ता वयं त्वं शरणं शरण्यम्
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी देव ऊचुः नैवं विदामो भगवन् प्राणरोधं चराचरस्याखिल सत्त्वधाम्ना विदेहि तन्नो वृजिनाद्विमोक्षं प्राप्ता वयं त्वां शरणं शरण्यं हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी देवावुचुः नैवं विदामो भगवन् प्राणरोधं चराचरास्याखिल सत्त्वधाम्नः विदेहि तन्नो विजिनादिमोक्षं प्राप्तं वयं त्यां शरणं शरण्यं हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी थैंक यू वेरी मच
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी देवाऊचुः नैवं विदामो भगवन् प्राणरोधं चराचरस्य अखिल सत्त्वधाम्नः विदेहि तन्नो वृजिनाद् विमोक्षं प्राप्ता वयं त्वां शरणं शरण्यम् थैंक यू प्रभु जी हरे कृष्ण
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी देवा ऊचुः नैवं विडम्बो भगवान् प्राणरोधं चराचरस्याखिल सत्त्वाधामनः विदेहि तन्नो वृजनात् विमोक्षं प्राप्तवायं त्वां शरणं शरण्यम्
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी नैवं विदामो भगवन् प्राणरोधं चराचरस्य अखिल सत्त्वधाम्नः विदेहि तन्नो वृजिनाद्विमोक्षं प्राप्ता वयं त्वां शरणं शरण्यम् हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
Deva Uchuhu. All the demigods said, Na, not. Evam, thus. Vidamaha, we can understand. Bhagavan, O personality God. Pranarodham, how we feel our breathing choked. Chara, moving. Acharasya, not moving. Akhila, universal. Sattva, existence. Dhamnaha, the reservoir of. Videhi, kindly do the needful. Tat, therefore. Naha, our. Regina, from the danger. Moksham, liberation. Praptaha, approaching. Vayam, all of us. Tvam, to you. Sharanam, shelter. Sharanyam, worthy to take shelter of. The demigod said, Dear Lord, you are the refuge of all moving and non-moving living entities. We feel all living entities to be suffocating, their breathing process choked up. We have never experienced such a thing. Since you are the ultimate shelter of all the surrendered souls, we have therefore approached you. Kindly save us from this danger. The demigod said, Dear Lord, you are the refuge of all the moving and non-moving living entities. We feel all living entities to be suffering. A breathing process, choked up. You have never experienced such a thing, since you are the ultimate shelter of all the surrendered souls. But therefore I approached you. Kindly save us from this danger.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Prabhupada ki jai. Dhruva Maharaja's influence, attained by executing devotional service unto the Lord, was felt even by the demigods who had never before experienced such a situation. Because Dhruva Maharaja's controlling his breath, the entire universal breathing process was choked. It is by the will of the Supreme Personality of Godhead that material entities cannot breathe, whereas spiritual entities are able to breathe. Material entities are products of the Lord's external energy, whereas spiritual entities are products of the Lord's internal energy. The demigods approach the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the control of both kinds of entities, in order to know why their breathing was choked. The Supreme Lord is the ultimate goal for the solution to all problems within this material world. In the spiritual world, there are no problems, but the material world is always problematic. Since the Supreme Personality of Godhead is the master of both the material and spiritual worlds, it is better to approach him in all problematic situations. Therefore, those who are devotees have no problems in this material world. Vishwam Purna Sukhayate, Chaitanya Chandramrita. Devotees are free from all problems because they are fully surrendered unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead. For a devotee, everything in the world is very pleasing because he knows how to use everything in the transcendental loving service of the Lord. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram. Deva Uchuhu Naiva Vidamo Bhagavan Pranarodham Characharasya Akhila Sattva Dhamnaha Videhi Tanno Vrijina Dimoksham Prapta Vayam Tvam Sharanam Sharanyam. The demigod said, Dear Lord, you are the refuge of all the moving and non-moving living entities. We feel all living entities to be suffocating, their breathing process choked up. We have never experienced such a thing. Since you are the ultimate shelter of all the surrendered souls, therefore approach you. Kindly save us from this danger. So what do we see here? Today's discussion is on problem. So please meditate. But as Prabhupada say, on problem and your realizations. So even the devatas are not free from problem. They are not able to breathe, even though they are devatas. Even in the Bhagavatam, Srila Prabhupada says, now Vedavyasa is also in problem. In the beginning of Bhagavatam, when he did not glorify the Lord, what is mentioned? That even the Vedavyasa is in problem. Mentioned? So that is the nature of this world. Everybody is in problem in this world. But the biggest joke is you ask anybody, how are you? I'm fine. Still, we are all in illusion, we are in the spiritual world still. In spiritual body. We are not able to recognize that we have been kicked out of the spiritual world. We think our relationships are eternal. Because that's a part of the spiritual world. We think the body is eternal. That's a part of the spiritual world. We think we should be very handsome and beautiful. That's part of the spiritual world. And we think there are no problems because that is also part of the spiritual world. We are still in illusion that we are in the spiritual world. Therefore, when you're becoming old, we don't like it. Why I'm becoming old? We like to believe I'm young. Correct? Somebody asked me, how old are you? 55 year young. I like to hear 55-year-old. You know? People like to hear young. I'm youngster. You look young. You feel very happy. Because actually the soul is always young. Somebody says you are looking beautiful. We like it. Because soul is always beautiful. Spiritual body is always beautiful. You had some friend and today no longer is a friend. Get why? We don't like it. Why? Because spiritual world, eternal friendship. Relationships are eternal, the word is eternal, the life is eternal, the happiness is eternal. And when there is a problem, we don't like it because there is no problem in the spiritual world. When somebody dies, he died. Why? Because no death occurs in the spiritual world. Died, huh? Because we get a shock. Because we thought we are in the spiritual world. Then he gets sick. I don't like it because that's not part of the spiritual world. Nobody gets sick there. We are still under the illusion that we are in the spiritual world. Therefore, Sanatana Goswami asked Chaitanya Mahaprabhu the first two questions, who am I and why I am suffering? Spiritual life only starts when somebody recognizes that he is in problem. Anything I'm fine, that is foolishness. That doesn't show something. Actually, you are in a foolishness. In Bhagavad Gita, we see that when Arjuna recognized that there is problem, he surrendered to Krishna and took instruction. So is it that we are not in problem? Is it that to learn Gita, we also need a world war or something in middle of that, we'll ask Krishna, I have a problem now. I don't know whether I should shoot so many people. Like it's happening in one nearby country, Burma, renamed Myanmar. There the government has opened the draft board and everybody is supposed to, 18 to 35 years, man and woman, are all supposed to join the army compulsorily. But they don't want to. That is part of the material world. Material world means problem. So unless the Brahma Jigyasa opens up, and one of the first questions in Brahma Jigyasa is, why I am suffering? Yes, what happened?
Suddenly we were not able to listen your voice. That's why.
Just let
now we are able to. Yeah.
Let me see. Now speaker is okay. Okay, it's fine. So material world means problem. Okay? Material world means Mataji, the Bangladesh signal doesn't reach sometimes because there is problem. So this world is full of problems. Okay? Everybody recognizes? Only in illusion, because we think we are in the spiritual world, we are thinking there is no problem. Actually, this world is full of problems. And it's an illusion. How is it everything is fine? Yes, a Mahabhagavata can say that. Don't imitate that. You are not a Mahabhagavata. So somebody says, how are you? Already struggling. I should yesterday. Not so. Yeah, Shastra says, Vishram Purna Sakayate, for a pure devotee, whole world is Vaikuntha. So for me, whole world is Vaikuntha. Yes, that is the target. Tavara Jangama Deke Deke Natara Puri, Sarvatra Hoy Ista Devas. Uttamadhikari sees everywhere Krishna. Yeah, when you reach that stage, you'll have no problem. So you can, and actually in anybody's life there is no problem. But then we need spiritual advancement to see that. It says the pure devotee is free from any kind of lamentation, frustration, exhaustion, is free from that. What do you say? You go to meet a very advanced devotee, you call us or advanced. How are you? Wow, so many problems. You'll surprised. He's also having problems. And I go to temple so that, I can solve my problem. And here I met this devotee, he's saying he's having so many problems. Why should I go there? What do you say? When people used to fight at home, they used to go to Sanatana Goswami. Sanatana Goswami used to solve their problems. People go to temple to solve their problems. Correct? Because there is problem, home materialist. So, this beginning of solving of the problem is first to recognize there is problem. My very material existence is problem. Therefore, Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Janma Vritu Jara Vyadi Dukkha Doshanu Darshanam. Somebody has darshana, who understand there is dukkha, there is the problem of Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadi. These are the primary problems in the material world. In the spiritual world, they don't exist. There is no janma, there is no death, there is no old age, there is no disease. So, spiritual world, this problem do not exist. But material world is full of problems. Okay, this is fine. This fact is clear. That let us recognize. Prabhupada says spiritual world means all good. And material world means all bad. Now, society, they don't know what is the real problem of existence. Because how is it that a pure devotee, which is our target, is always happy and ecstatic? Because every situation he knows Krishna is in control, not this fellow who's telling me to do or not to do. He's not in control. Krishna is in control. What's the plan of the Lord? Why Krishna has sent me this problem now? What he wants me to learn from this situation? Vishwam Purna Sakaya. Tatyanukampam Sukshamana Bunjana Evat Kritam Vipakam Hridavag Vapobi Vidadam Namaste Jivet Yamukti Padesa Daima. Constantly praying to the Lord, my Lord, be merciful to me. My Lord, please be merciful to me. If you are merciful to me, I'll be able to follow the rules and regulations given to me by Srila Prabhupada. You cannot follow on your own. Please be merciful to me. Please be kind to me. Tatya Anukampa. Bhunjana Evat Kritam Vipakam. If there is some suffering in this world, my Lord, because of my own foolishness, this suffering has come. You are not responsible. Atma Kritam Vipakam. I accept that I am responsibility for all the physical and mental problems I am having. It is because of me, either this life or previous life. I don't blame anybody. When you stop blaming others for your problems, then you understand. Now you are becoming intelligent. This person is king. Nobody can create any problem for it. Krishna is in total control. Therefore, devotee becomes very, very, extremely peaceful. It's not that it doesn't do anything. He should respond to the problem as it is expected. But at the end of the day, he knows, I cannot hit my head against the wall. The problem has come, I'll try to deal with it. It will overcome me. Okay, fine. Whatever Krishna so wishes. So, how is it that in the material life I can come to a situation of peace and happiness? In the world today, we see mostly people are bothered by economic problem. Everybody is bothered by economic problem. No food, no money, no job, no employment. Society is mad after economic problem. But the joke is that the animals are not having so much anxiety for these four necessities of life, and they are able to solve this problem of material existence more easily than us. A monkey also in Vrindavan has to eat as we are eating here. He knows some tricks and he gets it food. Sleeping, even I have seen in winter's time, even in the daytime they are sleeping on the roof. Aha, no problem. Mating, they're always in pairs, particularly monkeys. And defending, yes, they have teeth to defend. They can jump here and there. So they had a problem of material existence, but not, we have complicated so much. You have to do this, MBBS, then you have to do MD, then you have to do DMed, DM, then one more super specialization. 40 years of your life you are studying only. And on top of that, you have some nonsense medical system, correct? They created such a farce. So much problem there. Bharam udvato vimudhan. So much anxiety of material existence. So much anxiety. The Prahlad Maharaj learned, Shoche tato, my Lord, I lament for these people. Vimukha chetasa. They have taken their eyes away from your lotus feet. Shoche tato mumukha chetata indriyartham. And what are they looking for? Sense enjoyment. Maya sukhaya, that is their pursuit. They're running after Maya sukha. And so much anxiety for Maya sukha they are taking. So we are complicating our material existence. Or the real problem is that we have left the lotus feet of Krishna. That's our real problem. We are the servant of Krishna. We have left our service to Krishna. That is the only problem. And rest problems are coming because I could not solve this main problem. Alright? So if you solve in one stroke, you solve this problem, all problems are solved. So people have created economic problem in the world. Bhagavad Gita also says to get peace, to solve all the problems of material existence, what we should do? Bhoktaram yagna tapasam, recognize that Krishna is the only enjoyer. There is no problem. They will not compete with Krishna for enjoyment. You will not do sinful activity. Sarvaloka Maheswaram, Krishna owns everything. You recognize that, you don't fight for property. Like countries are fighting, individuals are fighting. Suhridam Sarvabhutana, you are the best friend of all the living entities. You recognize that. So you recognize these basics, your mind will be very, very, very peaceful. So calm and peaceful the mind will be. If you recognize what is my real problem. I am not able to recognize my real problem of material existence. That is my problem. So where do you begin? Begin by inquiry. In good association, you start inquiring. Why is it? Just like Sanatana Goswami asked Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who am I? Why I am suffering? To recognize, yes, I am suffering. It's a great advancement. You will not say, and you say, how are you? Suffering. That means now you become a gentleman. But something very interesting Prabhupada says at the end of the purport that Vishram Purna Sukayate, when you become a pure devotee, there is actually no problem. It's so peaceful. And how can he be peaceful and happy? Then you can say, well, the Pandavas were in problem. No. They are very, 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 very advanced. These are all drama going externally. What does internally they are holding Krishna's lotus feet in the heart and feeling the pleasure of that. Prahlad Maharaj, any problem? Just imagine the situation outside. Father is every day trying to kill him. Do you face that kind of situation? No. He is holding the lotus feet of Narasimha within his heart. No problem. He is peaceful. So actually, when we advance in spiritual life, we have no problem. Very, very peaceful, very, very happy. In the spiritual world, there is not a slightest of disharmony. As I explained to you, the 4 Kumaras, they curse Jaya Vijaya, is considered extraordinary. Because the slight disharmony which was shown by the Jaya Vijaya, they were obstructing the Kumaras from going to take darshan of Krishna or Narayana, was considered wrong for the spiritual world. Spiritual world, discrepancy doesn't exist. Even in a gesture. There was no fighting, there was no shouting. Hey, where are the boy? You cannot go there. That's all. Slight expression of envy. Correct? They have a privilege to see Narayana. Somebody else has to come take darshan of Narayana. Why stop him? Hey, I told this previously. They should have said, you come to take darshan of Narayana? Do you know how to offer prayers? So we don't know. Do you know how do they look? We don't know. We will teach you. Come. And you know you should take some gift when you see the Lord. Yeah, I can take some tulsi and roses. Yes, that will be very nice. How to meet the Lord. Take some fruits, offer prayers. They would have taught them. Instead of that, why you are going inside? What do they need? Now, a slightest of discrepancy of envy was considered uncomfortable to enter the spiritual world. Correct? Or the Jaya Vijaya had to come down from the spiritual world because they showed little. That's what the 4 Kumaras say. You're in the wrong place. Just like a city is somebody with 105 fever, what do you say? You go to hospital, why you're roaming in the street? Correct? Or sometimes one big criminal is released from jail, whole city becomes disturbed. Hey, he's a murderer. He will murder somebody else now. Correct? Become disturbed. Why? Because that is the problem of material existence. Material existence means problem. Full of problems. Material existence is full of problems. So always disharmony we see. The more you become advanced in spiritual life as a community, there is silly problems. Already I have problem of birth, old age, disease, death. When my mind is not focused on that, I take other problems. I remember a long time ago, this was asked to a senior devotee by my colleague. I was working, we had a, Prabhuji, I feel envious of other devotees. I said, yes, because you have forgotten why you came to ISKCON for. What is the cause of envy? Is I want position, power, money. Dhanam dehi, putram dehi, this dehi, that is that. Yedhana yauvana putra parijana. So we are seeking so many things in this world. Na dhanam na janam na sundari. We are seeking these things in this world. Somebody else has it, we become envious. Envy doesn't come when you don't seek this. You want money, somebody else's money. What do you think of himself? Become envious. Janam, followers. Sundari, beautiful woman, or same for woman, beautiful man. So we are seeking these things, then there is envy. We are not seeking these things, there is no envy. So, because there is envy in the material world in our heart, we can recognize that we are seeking unwanted things. The mind becomes very calm and peaceful. And there are no problems. So we are actually, the world is, what it is doing is complicating the existence. Prahlad Maharaj says, my Lord, there are problems in the world. But the remedial measures we are making to remove problem are more problematic than the problem itself. Long time ago I gave you that joke, and you can again tell anybody in your classes, some of you are teaching. Suppose I have to go from here to Bangalore. How many kilometers it is? 300 kilometers. I'll take 12 days to walk. If a healthy person walks 25 kilometers per day, so 25 kilometers per day, the steps will be much more. So what will happen? So healthy person can, I heard that's what maximum somebody can do. So that is 12 days you will reach. You think there is problem? There is no problem actually. I feel very healthy. By walking, my all unwanted fat comes out of the body. True? Walking is the best exercise. You feel very pleasant. You see the waterfalls on the way. You see the temples on the way. You talk to people. You meet so many people. It's very nice. You stay in temples, take darshan of all the temples on the way. So you had no problem. But no, there is spending 12 days. You could have it done fast. Okay, start now. You have to break jelly. That is problem. To solve a problem of walking, which is not a problem, you created much more problems. Then you have to construct the roads. Then you have to hit metal, extract metal from the underground, and again hit it and shape it into various shapes. Again problem, painful. Then after that, vehicles are ready. Then need petrol. Is another problem. To solve a small problem, you actually complicated our life. So modern civilization means increase the problems of material existence. That is modern civilization, increasing. It is not solving the problem, it is increasing. Shri Radha Govinda ki. So let us stay focused on real problem, not get distracted and further complicate our existence. And as far as it is concerned, other problems will disappear. As we advance in spiritual life, all problems will disappear. Real peace only belongs to somebody who is spiritually advanced. That spiritual peace and spiritual happiness are privileges of a spiritually advanced soul. That is the reason to advance spiritually. Because then, now you see that there was something happened, there is a problem. Okay? Sometimes there are emergencies, you are put in a jail, that's an emergency. Okay, that's a separate part. But generally in life, every rule has an exception. So what I'm telling has an exception. There may be an emergency. Somebody doesn't allow you to do sadhana, somebody doesn't allow you to chant your round, somebody doesn't allow you to do service, somebody doesn't allow take a station or devotee. It's an emergency now. Correct? That's an emergency. But every rule has an exemption, that's an emergency. But generally speaking, that's not an issue. Generally speaking, all the whole society has become an emergency, that's a separate issue. Somebody said that if I chant Hare Krishna, my father gives a slap, and if I don't chant, he gives ice cream. Then it's an emergency. So you have to be diplomatic at that time and slowly extricate yourself from that jail. So what can be done? But otherwise, actually problems are testing us. Whenever the problem comes, it's kind of a test. Can I see the problem in spiritual perspective? Only thing that it's not a problem because I'm seeing from a wrong angle, it is appearing to be a problem. Actually, Visham Purna Sukhayate. For an advanced spiritualist, liberated personality, like Haridas Thakur, there is not even an emergency. For a sadhaka, somebody not allowing you to chant around, somebody not allowing you to do devotion service, somebody not allowing you association, it's an emergency. So we are only a small sadhaka. But for very advanced spiritualists, actually, in any condition he can be. Every day father is bringing a sword to kill Prahlad Maharaj. Every day he's happy. He's not disturbed. Paying obeisance to his father. Kill him! Nothing. No problem. We discuss all those cases. Ambarish Maharaj, the Durasa Muni has created a demon to kill him. No problem. No problem. He's peacefully meditating on the lotus feet of the Lord. No problem. But so therefore it is said, the moment we forget Krishna, problem starts. Bhayam dvitiya anuveshita ashar isha tapatsasya viparyas pritihi. The problem starts moment dvitiya. Something other than Krishna you are thinking, problem starts. Because dhyayate vishya pumsa sangasteshu pajayate. You think about something, what will happen? You become attached, you will become angry, and the problem starts. So problems of material existence is because we are not thinking of Krishna. If you are constantly thinking of Krishna, problems disappear. Like in the spiritual world, there is no problem. Even for you in the material world, Jivan Mukta Sochate. Iha yasya harer dasya karmana manasa gira nikhileshu vasteshu Jivan Mukta Sochate. Mukti means no problem. You cannot say the Mukta Purusha is sitting here like that. No, he's not a Mukta Purusha. Mukta Purusha. But that's very, very advanced position. Karmana manasa gira, body, minds and words is constantly trying to serve Krishna. Because we are not in that platform, we do get overcome for some time from material existence. Correct? We do get overcome at that moment. It's an emergency for a conditioned soul. At that time he goes to seek shelter, some advice. No, there should no problem material existence. You should be happy always. Don't speak like that. That is true for a liberated person, not true for a conditioned person. When problems do come, we do get disturbed. True? It's like somebody falls sick, goes to doctor. Why go to doctor? Like Krishna is arrangement. No. You need some medical advice. So similarly, as we are spiritually endeavoring to advance the spiritual life, there are Krishna, just like Arjuna. Why did Arjuna go to Krishna then? There was no need. Problem was there, yeah, that's the nature of the world. Why go to Krishna? Take care. The situation was beyond his Krishna, by Krishna's arrangement. Arjuna played a role of a conditioned soul. A situation came to him. Then why you need a guru? No, there is no problem. Whatever is there, Krishna's will, it is happening. Why do I need a guru? I need a guru. I need Krishna. I need Shastra. I need deities. I need Prasadam. Because they will give me strength to overcome the problem. Correct? Resources there. Management means resources there. I'm not using it. Bhagavad Gita is always there. We don't read. Holy name is always there. We don't chant. Prasadam is always there. We don't eat. We do something else. So, we are creating problem. Nobody else is cause of our problem. Our only problem is our own silly mind. Our only problem is our own silly activities. So that is what a devotee, a very advanced devotee comes to the platform. Is some Uttamadhikari, very, very advanced devotee, actually lives in that platform. We are not. Just like what happens, some cold cup. So we know that I have little resistance. And I'll see how I can build my resistance so that I don't keep falling sick. If you take medicine, then every day you have to take medicine. Intelligent person avoids all this garbage medicine as far as possible. In emergencies, again there is different. What does it do? He will try to do some breathing exercise, some pranayama, he will try to do some steaming, he will try to change his kind of food that he eats, so that he doesn't fall sick again and again. That will be more intelligent than daily taking medicine. I remember when I came to Bangalore, the weather is different. A lot of dust and a lot of flowers. So easily you get sinus problem. And I used to, every 15 days fall, get cold, cough, fever, and go to doctor, pay 500 rupees fees first, then buy some nonsense medicines and come back. After 4 or 5 days of course, I'll be okay. Then again after 15 days, again falls. And again go to the doctor, again pay 500 rupees, again get the bunch of medicines and I went. One day I decided enough of it. I didn't go to doctor. I remember my senior came. See, you're not going to doctor, but your statement of Ayurveda is, you should not eat also there. If you're not, because a fever, they say fever and uninvited guests go away if you don't feed them. There is a statement. Club together. Uninvited guest will go if you don't feed. Same way fever will go away if you don't feed. So in Ayurveda, when somebody's fever, they don't eat. Anyway, he advised me, you have to follow that, don't eat that. I said, okay, I'll not do. So and then 2-3 days later, the fever automatically subsided and went away. After that, I never felt sick. Because the body now developed the register. It fought itself. So anyway, so the point is that we have problems. And at that time, just like Arjuna played a role of one of us, he was not able to handle the problem. True? Philosophically, emotionally, physically, mentally. What I'm going to do now? My grandfather is standing against me. Can I fight? It's a problem. True? So there are problems of material existence which I think which are called dilemmas in material existence. What should? And if we are getting disturbed because of that. So whenever situation comes in front of you and you are getting disturbed, nothing abnormal. It happens. Situation comes, you get a little fever in the body, don't you run to the doctor? Yeah. So suppose situation comes and you're getting mentally disturbed, you need little better perspective to look at it. You cannot say, Queen Kunti says in the Bhagavatam, Vipata tanto tasascha tatta jagat guru bhavato darshanam yasya apuna bhava darshanam. This is for a Mahabhagavata, not for an ordinary soul. Krishna give more calamities. They will run away. You put the shloka in the front of the temple. Please, all of us pray. My Lord, please give me more problems. People will run away. What is this going on? This is Prabhupada says, shows that the Bhagavatam is a postgraduate religion for the world. It's a simple example. In all the religions, people are going to the temple and Lord and saying, my Lord, thank you, where my Lord, one problem is over now. Yeah, right? And here somebody saying, my Lord, please give more problems. ये तो dangerous है. ये लोग ये क्या प्रार्थना करते हैं इस मंदिर में? हम तो नहीं जाने वाले भाई, है ना? So this is very, very advanced. That shows how advanced devotee Queen Kunti is. At a neophyte level, we are all going, Lord, remove. And we are neophytes now. We can't handle. So when you are handling the problem, some difficulty of the health, you go to the doctor. True? When you are handling similarly a mental problem, you are getting an anxiety, you are getting disturbed, you are not able to chant around, the problem has become so much, please, you have to take advice. Even from a fellow Vaishnava, sit and look at the problem in a wider perspective. Right? In better angle. And then you can see, okay, now I understand how to handle this. You need strength. Sometimes the strength, just like you all know, when sometimes death occurs in the family. Okay? We don't know how much it helps. It helps a lot. When you are in a problem, some just calls you up. How is it? Must be difficult. So much comfort. You can share your shock. You know, it's a shock. We are living in illusion that body is eternal. Somebody died, huh? He died, huh? And we get a shock. We get a shock that we are in the material world, which is still not ready to accept. If you know we are in the material world, yeah, that's part and parcel of it. It had to happen one day. It happened today. Correct? Just like a car is not working. Now it's a 30-year-old car. Suppose somebody says, "Yeah, वो car काम नहीं कर रहा, पता था यार जाएगा गया." You are very realistic with the situation, correct? When you have an old car, what do you say? It's like a bonus if it is still running. कार चल रहा है क्या अभी भी? हाँ यार आज भी चला. It's a bonus. यार अब बंद हो गया चल यार बंद हो गया. And so similarly our life also, except when sometimes life suddenly ends at a unnatural way. But generally what happens? What do you say? Natural death. Anyway, you know, the vehicle is going to stop one day. Bonus. Nowadays they say 50 to 60 problems start. After 60 years, whatever day you live is bonus. Because life is becoming more and more, you know, because of sinful activities, the people's life are more disorganized. So after 60, every year you live with bonus, bonus. Save your car. Now suppose somebody after 60 or 70 goes, yeah, you're surprised, you're still living, huh? Bonus. One more day, you got bonus. Now use this day, the bonus day you got, to chant Hare Krishna. Don't live in illusion you're going to live forever. You're not going to live forever. You are in a material vehicle, you're not in a spiritual vehicle. Face the reality. But then, when just like I'm an old man and the body is slowly collapsing, I don't have realizations to handle. That is why the Guru is needed. Why Guru is needed then? Why do you need a doctor? If you can handle all the medical problems, you need a doctor. Correct? So similarly, why is Guru needed? Because there are problems and I'm not able to handle the problem. Just like the analysis given, Ajamila fell down because the problem is he did not go to his Guru at that time. What do I do? My mind is agitated. My Guru, I saw something today. My mind is so disturbed. I lived a very pious life, but now my mind is pushing me towards sinful activity. Please save me. He should have gone to his Guru. His own father probably was his Guru, correct? He didn't take the help. Did he take the help? No, he should have taken. So our business is to keep, see Arjuna, we today have learned to live with problems. Stupidity. Suppose you have fever, you go to hospital or go to office, you go to hospital. Because fever increases, you will die. True? So today, so many sinful activities are happening because when the mind becomes disturbed, people don't know where to go. At that time, Prabhupada says, when things are very disturbed, cool down. Let the water settle down. With a cool head, think about solving the problem. Right? At that time, you need Guru. So we need Guru, not for only philosophical problems. Most of us go to Guru for philosophical problems. But actually, you need Guru when the Maya attacks you. And he will save you. Prabhupada used to say, as an Acharya, as the founder Acharya, as an Acharya of the golden age, Prabhupada used to say, you allow me to kick all your problems away. With one kick, I can throw all your problems. Take Chaitanya. Somebody asked Srila Prabhupada, Lo Matra Sadhu Sangha, Sir Prabhupada, is it possible? Prabhupada said, I am ready. Are you ready? I am ready. Sarva Siddhi I am ready to give. I am ready to give you. Are you ready? We are not ready. We are not confident itself. Suppose you go to a doctor and the doctor says to take this medicine and you say, I don't believe you, then what can the doctor do? Tadavidhi pradipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadakshanti te jnanam jnanina tattvadashinaha. So first thing, we should recognize what is my real problem. Yes, I am suffering various ways, and instead of increasing problems, please take shelter of Srila Prabhupada. This movement is nothing but shelter of Srila Prabhupada, and by his wonderful Vadi, by his beautiful example, by wonderful devotees that Prabhupada has created, by beautiful institution that Prabhupada has given, amazing books that Srila Prabhupada has given, and beautiful deities, beautiful prasadam he has given. He is ready to solve all our problems. So when we practice Krishna consciousness, we chant Hare Krishna, actually all our problems disappear. Everything disappears and we become peaceful and happy. So we do get into problems, yes, at that time we are not able to handle because my realizations are lacking. Right? So just like say, suppose somebody can say, it was part of my karma to suffer, so I should not go to doctor. Meeting a doctor is also part of your karma, idiot. If the doctor is available, that is also part of the situation planned by the Lord. You should take advantage. No, I should not go to doctor. Actually, my karma, I have to suffer, so I should not go. No, don't do that. That is also part of the solution. That is also Krishna's creation. Correct? So similarly, the gurus and the saints, the shastra, the acharyas, the temples, the prasadam, the beautiful paintings, everything is also creation of the Lord, the arrangement of the Lord. So when you are suffering, oh, what to do? My karma. No. Why you should suffer? Take shelter of all these things to come out of the problem. Then you will be peaceful and happy. Okay, Hare Krishna. I could meditate on some way. Now let me see. Problems. So all of you are ready? Problem. How to solve the problem of material existence. And we can, those other people who like to contribute, you have some question, you want to add up, you can raise your hand. Let us see. Amriteshwari Mataji, Hare Krishna. Problem. What to do when we are in problem? Or do you feel we are not in a problem? Gurashri Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Pranam, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, before coming to Krishna consciousness, I was going with the flow of the life, and whenever anybody asked me, how are you? I used to say, Maje mein. Now,
Maje mein.
yeah, Maje mein. Yeah, because of my ignorance, I used to say that, and that was the only 2 words I used to say, And now after coming to Krishna consciousness, I understand, we are not in Maje mein. We were in ignorance out there. And I feel like by unalloyed devotion towards Krishna, that's the only solution. So the one thing which I remember, what is always quoted by you is that, the Prahlad Maharaj says that Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakhyam, Atma Nivedam. So anything you follow, I think that will take out the anxiety from your life, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mother. Yes, Sureshwar Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. Problem? No problem. मजे में हैं आप भी?
No, Prabhuji. We are full of miseries. But we never recognize this, and we feel that all the material appliances what we are sanctioned by Krishna, we think that this is the greatest things we are achieving. And we see in our profession also, we are after the positions, one after another. If one becomes AGM, he aims for DGM, and then for GM. There's never ending. And we think that this is all the solution, and we are achieving with our own work. But we never recognize that, sir, there are many problems. Just like an example, like in a jail, we are in a jail, but if a jailer comes and asks you, we are asking for the fan, AC, and all other facilities, but we are not asking for to release from the jail. That is the situation of ours, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Only thing is we have to unconditionally with any doubt, we have to surrender to Krishna and chant and hear glories of the Lord. That is the only solution, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Dhanya Dhameshwari Mataji, Hare Krishna. No problem. Maje mein.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Life is full of problems only, Prabhuji, actually. So with the blessings of Lord and then faith, how much you are surrendered to Lord, we'll be able to manage the things, Prabhuji. We cannot come out of the problems. We can only manage here, actually, Prabhuji. Yes.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Supriti Mataji, Bangladesh, no problems. All are maje mein.
Bangladesh have problem, Prabhuji. But for me, I feel like when I'm doing sadhana, morning sadhana perfectly, when I'm happy with what I have done, then I feel like I'm ready to face whatever comes in the rest of the day. If not, I'll be like guilty. Oh, maybe because of that, this is coming back again and again. So I feel like morning sadhana is very important.
Yes, Minal, Thakkar, Hare Krishna. No problems, maje mein hai.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Today I was reminded about the chapter we read today, Pregnancy of Diti in the evening, from Srimad Bhagavatam. How Kashyap Muni, not being in remembrance of Krishna, such a great person can also fall. So what about us? So it is like Haridas Prabhu, if he would have followed Haridas Prabhu, like how Haridas Prabhu, being a Muslim in whatever body, he could in remembering Krishna, how he could control prostitute also, but he with the thing, I was like, so how much it's important to remember Krishna every minute. If such an elevated person like Kashyapa Muni also can, so it is so sad that way. Yeah, it is so
Very nice.
important to be
Thank
in
you. Beautiful
trance of
analysis.
Krishna.
Minal, Thakkarji, all are becoming great devotees.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
So this is
All
there.
with your association and Reshmi Mataji's association.
Okay.
Prabhuji.
Now, so we are
Thank
talking
you.
about.
Hare Krishna.
See, the remembrance you talked about is easy in Kali Yuga by chant. So
Yeah.
if you want to, we all see there are deficiencies in our consciousness. Incessantly keep chanting. Incessantly keep chanting. As but you are surrounded by crazy people, they don't allow you to chant. That's different. Krishna is watching that. But on your part, whenever you get time, just incessantly keep chanting. Hare Krishna. When you're taking bath, just take shelter of the Lord who has presented himself in Kali Yuga as the holy name. Just take shelter of that vibration of the Lord's holy name. My Lord, give me shelter. I'm in a problem. I've somehow left here, lotus sweat. I can't even pick myself up. Please, you pick me up from the material existence. Sit dhuli sadisham vijinteya. Keep me as a dust at your lotus sweat. Okay? And that is what the solution of the problem is. Take sincere shelter of Krishna. Okay? But how do you do that in Kali Yuga? Incessantly keep chanting. Then everything will happen. Take it incessantly. Just keep it. Because we cannot think. The mind is so corrupted. We only think, he's thinking like that. You know, he's thinking like that. We are all not able to even trust people all around us. That's the problem. Many more. But the Kali Yuga, the most beautiful thing is incessantly keep chanting the holy name of the Lord. All problems will disappear. Okay?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, everybody. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Thank you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare, my dear friend. Natwar, मजे में है क्या?
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी, हम अभी मजे में ही हूँ प्रभु। अगर भक्ति नहीं किया रहता तो प्रॉब्लम फील होता है। एग्जैक्टली जब भी प्रॉब्लम आता है तो भगवत गीता का एक श्लोक हमेशा रिमाइंड में रहता है, वो मामोपित्ते पुनर्जन्म दुखालय स्वसतम नाप्नुवन्ति महात्मनम संसिद्धि परमं। हम वो वहां पे सोचते हैं कि ये दुख का सागर है, इस पे तो दुख रहेगा ही रहेगा। तो इससे निकलने के लिए हमेशा उसको रिवाइड करता हूँ, नहीं इसमें प्रॉब्लम आएगा, प्रॉब्लम से कैसे निकले, तो वो केवल एक ही रास्ता है, वो है कृष्ण भक्ति, उसके अलावा कुछ नहीं।
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Prabhupada says, after my movement has started, people are coming and telling me, now in their life, they have hope. Because we have problems and we cannot come out of problems. People become hopeless. People become frustrated. They see problems, they don't know how to come out of the problem. Correct? That time they need a guru. People generally don't have any access. And Prabhupada said, after the movement has started, so many people are coming and telling me, now they have hope in life. Hope, all the problems are solved. Prabhupada said, by going back to Krishna, by one stroke, you solve all the problems. You enter the spiritual world, all problems are over. But we don't want to go there. That is our problem. Hare Krishna, Hema Mataji.
Hare
मजे
Krishna
में
Prabhuji, Dandvat Pranam. Everybody
हाँ,
Hare Krishna.
मजे में है।
I find, हाँ, मजे में है. I will tell you, there are two types of the people according to your classes, material and the spiritual. With the material people, it is expected that they will give the problems, any type of problem. And when we read the Gita, we prepare our mind that we will not be getting any hurt from them. But when we deal with the spiritual people, those who are following the Krishna consciousness or those who are chanting mantra and all that, but when we see that the Gita and the Bhagavatam, they are uttering the verses, but when we see that they are not following in their life, then sometimes I feel anxiety. No?
No, no,
So
see what happens.
at that time, I remember the
No, no.
Prabhupada and I chant more and I remind myself that the how Prabhupada was on that level. He used to give his time to every devotee. He used to answer every letter, of every person. How much time or how much late night it was, but he used to attend every devotee. So I'm waiting that I'm chanting more, but I'm waiting to find that devotee who takes our calls and who give the instant answers like the Prabhupada, because we are following the Prabhupada and we expect such devotees to be in our life. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. वाचा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो